Moving into Sunday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time on NBC. We've got the Rams heading to Philly to take on the Eagles. The Rams got here. They kicked the Vikings' ass on Monday night, 27-9. That was a surprise to me. The Vikings, the first ever 14-win wild card team, they didn't show up. The Rams held them down, defensive touchdown there. Kyron Williams, my guy from Notre Dame, 76 yards and a receiving score. So Kyron Williams, I'm excited to see him in this next round. The Eagles last week defeated the Packers 22-10. Thought that one would be a little bit closer. Barkley, Saquon ran all over the place, 119 yards. Rams, Eagles, these two teams played in Week 12 in LA. Eagles got them 37-20. A.J. Brown had a buck 09 and a touchdown, and this was the Saquon Barkley game. 255 rushing yards and 2 scores. It was the Eagles franchise record. 9th most rushing yards ever in a single game in NFL history. Can Saquon go for 200 and a big win again, Max?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I like the Eagles. I think the Eagles are damn good. I liked them since the beginning of the season, especially because I had Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team. So anytime they were on TV, I was watching them. They're a fun team to watch, too. They're exciting. Rams had a good season. I think we picked the Rams back in the preseason. We thought they were going to make the playoffs. They had such a slow start. We were like, what in the heck is this garbage? What is this garbage? Yeah. They always figure it out, though, because Sean McVay is arguably a top 5 coach in the game, honestly. Oh, yeah. He is so damn good. I think I told you guys, I'll bring it up again here on the podcast. My neighbor apparently knows him. Show me pictures with the guys. He shows up in a Rams shirt, and I'm like, oh, you're a Rams fan? He goes, oh, I'm friends with the coach. I'm like, you're friends with Sean McVay? He goes, yeah. You want to see? He shows me all these pictures. So, yeah. I was there last night at Sunday Night Football. Forgot the game, but he's in the locker room with Cooper Kupp taking pictures and stuff. Well, anyway,
it's awesome.
Anyway, so my neighbor here in Tennessee, what the heck? That's a coincidence. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. I think this is it's going to be a tight game. I think it will be a tight game. I'm going to go Eagles 27-24. Okay. Ooh. I think we're going to do a little push action with push. Lots of tush pushing. We're getting Jalen Hurts into that end zone. Saquon Barkley is getting in the end zone. Who knows if any wide receivers are getting in the end zone, but Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley are definitely getting in there. I think Matthew Stafford might throw one to Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp, but it's gonna be tough to keep up with those Eagles. I'm keeping it close just because I like what I saw from the Rams last week. It looks like they're turning it up a notch. But I got Eagles, baby.
I'm excited for this game. I didn't think either team would be here. I went with the Packers upset pick last week, and the Eagles proved me wrong, and definitely the Vikings didn't show up in LA. So this matchup I wasn't expecting to see, but both teams are great. Both teams are well coached. Barkley with the Eagles franchise record when they met in Week 12, 255 rushing yards. Oh, my goodness. I think he does it something like that again. Not 255, but gets close to buck 50, buck 75. I got Eagles at home, 26-20. You got A.J. Brown hanging out on the bench reading books. It doesn't matter. They're still advancing. Brad, wrap us up on this game. Rams, Eagles.
Well, so for this one, it's tough. I don't think Saquon's going to have the same game. They're going to have a different game plan.
Have to.
And as Max was saying earlier, the slow start from the Rams, they had a lot of injuries start. I mean, Kupp was out for a long time. Nacua was out. They're missing a lot of pieces. But you talk about like a 3-headed monster with Williams, Puka, and Kupp. Like, it's one of the best triplets outside of the quarter. And then you've got Matt Stafford, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL still to this day. One of the strongest arms, can throw it from any arm angle, whatever.
Top 15.
20 touchdowns this year. He had 20 touchdowns. Let's settle down.
I know, but overall, he also had like 40 when he was in Detroit. I mean, come on. That team sucked.
He's reliable. He's very reliable. Yeah. No doubt.
Mm-hmm. Tough, and he's tough, too.
Yeah.
So this is kind of my upset pick because I think the Eagles have the strongest roster probably left in the playoffs. I don't trust if they get behind Jalen Hurts. The passing game has not been good for weeks. So if they shut down Saquon Barkley, I put my money on Matthew Stafford over Jalen Hurts any day of the week. I have the same score as Max, but the other way. 27-24 Rams.
Wow.
Nice.
Wowza.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting game. But I think the most exciting game is coming on Sunday, 4:30 Mountain Time on CBS. Oh,
Let's go.
boys, we
Let's
got a
go.
lot of people drooling. We got a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people salivating for this one. The Baltimore Ravens, excuse me, the Baltimore Ravens are heading to Buffalo to take on them Bills. Baltimore last week they smacked division rival Pittsburgh 28-14. Derrick, King, Henry had a buck 86 and two scores. Buffalo last week they smacked Denver 31-7. Broncos had an early touchdown in that one to get up 7-0. People were dreaming. People were dreaming. They don't score again. Buffalo smacks them 31-7. James Cook, great season from him. Last week 120 yards and a score himself. Ravens, Bills. These two teams met in week 4. Baltimore got them 35-10. 199 yards and a score from my guy King Henry and a goose from your guy Mark Andrews, Max. Ravens, Bills. Brad, where you going in this game?
This one's obviously the toughest game to pick because
Also,
the Ravens defense, if you would have asked me around week 10, I would say Bills all day, every day. But since they moved Kyle Hamilton to safety, they've had one of the best defenses in the NFL.
another Irish.
Yeah, well, no one cares about that. But and then Lamar Jackson, best statistical season he's ever had. He has developed so much as a passer, and Derrick Henry is 47 feet tall and can run through walls. He's the most freakish. One of my favorite pictures of all time is him next to Deion Lewis when he was on the Titans, and they were both running backs for the Titans.
Yeah.
And you look at them, and one looks like a small elementary school student, the other one looks like a mythical beast.
Yeah,
It's just
seriously.
absolutely freaking insane.
Seriously.
Saying all that, Josh Allen has done more with less this year. This has been his best year. Losing everyone, they're like, oh, he's got no receivers, whatever. Diggs gone. But they have a running game for the first time. Cook has been tearing it up this year.
Yep.
So the deciding factor for me is playing in Buffalo. That is a hell of a home field advantage.
Yep.
I have Buffalo 27-24 because Josh Allen's penis is 3 feet long. And that's why. He jumped ropes with it. It's insane.
Jumps rope with it. Yeah. The old two-step.
Tucks it into his sock while he plays.
Yeah. Well, with a reel too. It's not too big just for the sock.
Painful.
It's got to be. I wouldn't know.
This game's this game is definitely a toss-up. This game is definitely a toss-up. Tough one to pick. But I took the Baltimore Ravens to go to the Super Bowl this season. So I've got them winning this game in Buffalo. I think Josh Allen probably has the MVP. I'm not sure if this game could swing voters. This game might be able to swing voters, the winner of this.
Well, it's already out, isn't it? You have to vote before the playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
I was going to say whoever wins this game wins MVP. That's what I was thinking.
And Lamar Jackson already got first team all-pro at quarterback. And those are the same people to vote for MVP, so
Lamar. Both guys having career years. Both guys deserve it. Probably win it in the year the other guy isn't there, kind of like an Ashton Genty, Travis Hunter situation here. But I'm going Ravens on the road, 28-27. We've talked about this Baltimore squad all year long, how Lamar Jackson's the best quarterback the King has had. King Henry is the best running back Lamar has had. We love that duo. I'm going to ride them. Ravens, moving on. Max, split this tie for us.
Definitely. If this was the Super Bowl matchup, obviously it couldn't be a Super Bowl matchup, but if it was somehow, this is the game of the year, guys. This is the game of the year. Now, yes, the Ravens did beat Buffalo this year and killed them 35-10, like you said, and that was game 4 of the season. So, teams are still figuring things out, all that stuff. But the Bills beat the Chiefs this year, right? And they also beat the Lions. Okay. Those are big time wins, guys. Those are big time wins. Oh, yeah. Yes. Playing at home in Buffalo. Ooh, burr, that's cold. Burr. Who knows what it's going to be like this weekend? If it is, I mean, I'm assuming it's cold because it's always cold in Buffalo up there by the lake. You kidding me? Jeez, but these boys are meant for it, man. They could play on ice. These Bills can play on ice. It doesn't matter for them. Whew. Derrick Henry, though. Man, does he want to get to a Super Bowl? Man, does he want to get to a Super Bowl? I know. He deserves it. Best running back in my lifetime that I have seen. Okay, we can argue that. But for me, I can't think of anybody. Not me. Nope. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, boys. I'm going Buffalo Bills. I'm going Buffalo Bills at home. Yep. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I'm going 34-31 Buffalo. Okay, I think it's a little back and forth here. The MVP battle. Man, I can't wait to see it. This has got to be on your tubes, everybody. No doubt about it.